So you guys head down to the Bay Area, Golden Gate Park, and I'm sure with your experience down in Santa Cruz, probably familiar with the course down there. Can you just kind of describe the course? I'm sure weather conditions pretty ideal, kind of like up here. But what is it about that course for people that haven't been there?
It's a deceivingly challenging course. It's a historic course. They've hosted the national championships there several times. Most recently, just a couple years ago, Club Nationals, World Cross Country Trials have been there. So it's been it's a historic venue. There's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of changes in the terrain and in the footing. Some of it's really firm, some is really soft, kind of mushy grass. There's a sandy section of it. So it's a kind of a classic cross country course. One that as a runner I hated, but as a coach I respect it and appreciate the venue and that kind of the history and the real cross country of it.
Going up, I'm guessing CC2A schools, other opponents, but what would you like to see from HSU this weekend?
Well, yeah, we'll definitely get an idea of kind of how we stack up against some of the other schools in the conference and in the region. What I want to see, I want to see our team run well together and execute our plan for this week. We should be at full strength for the first time this year. With everybody really going at it, and so I look forward to that. This is not not one of the races that we're pointing toward having a peak performance in, but we are going to kind of get a measure of where we're at and where we think we stack, where it looks like we stack up right now, at least against the rest of the conference.
To get with Annie Roberts, get that honor, and for cross country, just so many athletes in the schools. It's tough to get those honors every weekend for her. I mean, it has to be quite accomplishing not only for her but do it for the program as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can start the season better on the women's side with the team win, individual 1-2, and then Annie getting the conference athlete of the week, run of the week. That was a triple crown of the weekend. So great start, and we're expecting to have Tatiana Gillick back out there this weekend, and the three freshmen that performed so well in our opener. We're gonna push them to perform at an even higher level and see if we can put together a really solid team performance.
Do you feel, and I know for yourself, just getting to know everybody, and your first time kind of seeing at Patrick's Point, but for both the men's and women's program, do you feel like is there a side that's stronger, or a side that a team that could really do a lot of good things this year?
I mean, the women's team right now just really looks strong. The personnel, not terribly deep, but we've got, I think, enough depth. We just got to keep everybody healthy, and we need solid performances on the right days from all of our top people. But the women's team is clearly a strong team that's talented and has the potential to do a lot. We got to count on some freshmen to perform at a high level, and I try not to put them in that position because there's their first semester at college. They've got a whole lot of other transitions and things to be concerned with. I hate to be relying on freshmen, but these are some mature young women who have kind of taken up the challenge and are I think ready for it. The men's side, there certainly is a lot of talent there. It's just a little bit less together, I think there's a chance we can put something together this year, and we're going to do the best we can. Certainly Christian is really on fire right now, and so over these next few weeks we'll look forward to him having some good performances. But there's some other guys that are really making strides. Same kind of situation where I've had to kind of put a little bit of pressure on a couple of freshmen, and they really seem to be stepping up.
About Christian.
Yeah.
He said that he's doing about 75 miles a week at this point.
Yeah, I'd say that might be on the low side.
Low side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you concerned, Coach, about maybe a little, burnout as the year goes on?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Wow.
No.
Well, then if not,
No.
why not?
To me, 75 miles a week is pretty ordinary for a college cross-country runner, male. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you my, my history was 80 to 110 miles a week, and
Week by week consistently?
Yeah, I mean, you might put a down week in there once a month or so, but yeah.
Times have
It's a lot.
changed.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot. He's off the record. He's probably closer to 90. That's last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 75.
Okay.
He's being
So
conservative.
he's understating some things. Are the women in that range too? Are they putting in that
No,
kind of mileage?
the mileage would be less. The time spent would be about the same.
Okay.
But the women are running a little bit slower, so
Right.
a little bit less mileage. And it's not every guy. He's the highest mileage guy on the team, because he's a 50-year senior. He's mature, and that he he does well with a lot of mileage. Some of the other guys haven't in the past. And even those who aren't doing a lot of mileage, they still do a high volume of training. We use more cross training to get some of that volume and keep the stress off their legs, or at least alter the stress.
You mentioned that the young men have a lot of potential. I think you said
Yeah.
that they're not quite together yet. Is it more of a physical thing, or is it more psychological?
It's a mix. It's a mix of the two. I mean, you have to kind of flip the switch psychologically and then progress physically. And the psychological can sometimes be just like that, where the light bulb goes on and they're there, but then it takes weeks, months, years to develop physically. Then once that's happened, so I feel good about where we're at mentally, or where we're at and where we're going, and it's just a question of how long it's going to take to make those physical changes. Those you can't rush them. When you rush the physical changes, you get injuries, illnesses. So, we'll see how much we can do this season.
Annie Roberts,
Yeah.
is she a very quiet young lady, or a little more outgoing?
That's hard to say. I've only known her for a few weeks. We've talked a lot because the last 2 weeks I've done her midweek workout with her. That's what I was doing just now. I was doing the workout with Annie because she has a time conflict with the practice in the morning. She's I'd say she's probably initially a little shy-ish, but certainly not afraid to talk once you get her going.
I learned from my daughter, who was always proud when she broke the top 5 for Arcata, that in cross country, maybe even more than some other sports, that a role model makes a difference. She would constantly focus on like the top 2 or 3 girls and really kind of, okay, so where I'm going. Is Annie that kind of role model? Does she?
Exactly. Yeah. Traditionally, they've voted on captains, and I just wanted to make sure that we had the right people in that position. And she's one of the people that I assigned as a captain, just because from the very beginning, she clearly is interested in doing things the right way. Works hard, recovers hard, good student. Takes care of lifestyle and things like that. So. She's the kind of person that you want your team emulating.
Is your resume on the website?
Not a full resume, probably. There's probably just a bio. I can get you one. Send me an email. Jamey@humboldt.edu.
Do you mind if I just give you a card?
Yeah, sure.
And
I'll send you an email.
No, I'll send you one as well.